Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail Flowers and I'm a jazz vocalist and Lanikai ukuleles artist living in Nashville, Tennessee. Today's video is about baritone ukulele for beginners. This video is for people who maybe just got their first baritone ukulele and want to learn some basic facts and terminology that will help them get to know their new instrument. I have some crazy time constraints this week, so my videos are going to be a little bit shorter, but still information-packed. The editing will be a little less cute than I would like, but I'll be back to my usual routine next week. I realize I haven't posted many cover videos lately, and if that's the type of video you'd like to see, you should join us for Jazz Brunch on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Central. You can catch old episodes of Jazz Brunch here. So let's take a look at our baritone ukulele. This is one of my baritone ukuleles. I think I would say it's my favorite. It's a Lanikai solid spruce top. Unlike my other ukuleles, it doesn't have electronics, so if I wanted to amplify this, I would have to use a microphone instead of plugging directly in. But I just love the sound of this ukulele, so I use it for most of my videos. So let's talk about the parts of our ukulele. So this section is the body, and this section is the neck. Up here we have the headstock, and that's where our tuning pegs are located. Down here we have the sound hole, and obviously we have 4 strings. The names of our strings, starting with the one that's closest to my face, is D, then G, then B, and the string that's closest to the floor is the E string. Then we have these raised lines across the neck of the ukulele, and those are called frets. We use frets to change the pitch of the string, and the way we do that is by pressing down on the string right behind the fret. So your first thought might be to press down right on top of the fret, but we actually want to move it right next to the fret. So if I play right on top of it, it doesn't sound quite right. If I'm right behind it, we get a nice clear tone. If you play a string without pressing down on any of the frets, we say that's an open string. So this is an open D string, and this is an open E string. So each fret raises the pitch of the string by 1 half step. I'm going to show you what a half step sounds like by playing the open D string and then playing the first fret on the D string. If you play it fast, it sounds like the Jaws theme. So the first fret is right there. Then we have our second fret and our third fret. And your ukulele might even have dots next to certain frets. Mine has dots here on the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 10th, and 12th frets. And there are visible dots on the fretboard here at the 5th, 7th, 10th, and 12th frets. So those are a nice visual reference once you start playing a little further up the neck. So our open strings are D, G, B, and E. Now you might recognize those as the same names as the top 4 strings of a guitar. So a baritone ukulele is actually a lot like a guitar that's missing its low E and A strings. And if you've studied guitar before, you'll notice that a lot of shapes carry over. For example, a D chord. That's the same shape we would use to play a D chord on a guitar. In fact, when you play a D chord on guitar, you don't even play the low E and A strings. When it comes to strumming, you can use your fingers or a pick. I use my fingers, but I'm trying to learn how to use a pick. But for now, I'll show you how I strum. I just use my pointer finger, and on the down strum, I'm pretty much just using my fingernail. And on the up strum, I'm using the side of my fingerprint. Some people prefer to strum right over the sound hole. Some people prefer to strum right over the fretboard. I usually strum a little bit over the fretboard, but it's just because I'm lazy and I like to rest my elbow on the side of the body. I would say don't stress about that, just do what's comfortable for you. When we talk about what fingering to use for a certain chord, you'll often hear your pointer finger referred to as the first finger, your middle would be the second, your ring finger would be the third, and your pinky would be the fourth. I get a little bit confused by that, so I typically just say pointer, middle, ring, or pinky. But again, that's just because I'm a little bit lazy. So very quickly, let's learn 3 chords that you can play with just one finger. I'm going to put chord diagrams up on the screen, and you'll see that a chord diagram is basically just a drawing of the neck of your ukulele from here to about here. And the dots show you where to put your finger. The first chord is a G chord, and I play that using my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. Generally speaking, your pointer will be your strongest finger and your pinky will be your weakest. So if you're having trouble playing something, you might try moving to one of your stronger fingers while you work up finger strength. So if you wanted, you could use your pointer finger and then work your way up to using your middle finger or your ring finger. You could use your pinky if you wanted to get crazy. Next is an E minor chord, and I play that by putting my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Again, you could use your pointer finger if you prefer, but once we throw other chords into the mix, playing E minor with your middle finger is going to help you transition a little more quickly. The last one I'll show you is an E7 chord, and I play that by putting my pointer finger on the 1st fret of the G string. So it's open, 1st fret, open, open, and that's an E7 chord. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll be back later in the week with another video.